Hey guys, it's Joe Matt here, and today I'm going to review the Spyder cold air intake that I installed on my Mk4 VW GTi. The initial install wasn't extremely bad. It took some time. Of course, it replaced the stock airbox that was right here, which had to come out, I have right over there on the floor. The battery had to come out, the battery tray had to come out. It already comes pre-welded with brackets that you just bolt onto a body bolt. Underneath the battery tray is another hole that it bolts to. Very easy. It comes with some of the hardware. It comes with this silicone coupling that goes right on your mass airflow sensor. It came with this cone filter here, but as you can see, I had it on for about 3 weeks, and there's rust spots on it. It's not a very good quality filter. It's more or less junky. It also came with this tubing, which is really crappy. I mean, when it was shipped, there was a bend in it like this. It was shipped like that, and I didn't even want to put that on my car. I didn't even want to risk it. But altogether, the intake, I've had it on for 3 weeks, like I said. I put a K&N filter on it, the high flow cone filter, which is right there. And I replaced that tubing, the junky one that came with it, with some heater hose I got from AutoZone. It was like $3 for 2 feet of it, so that's not bad. It also came with this little attachment right here that goes from your stock breather hose, which usually clips right in the stock airbox, but it gives you a little metal thing here to make it so you can put the breather hose on it for the intake. The intake, I found it on eBay, and it cost me about $72. I mean, like I said, it came with the tube, the silicone hose, and the crappy filter. But after everything that I bought for it, because the K&N high flow filter was about $52. Like I said, the heater hose was about $3 at AutoZone, give or take a few cents. But all in all, I love the intake. It sounds great. It sounds like the car is actually blowing off. But I didn't do anything to the blow-off valve, or the stock diverter valve. I didn't replace it with a blow-off valve or anything, so that's still stock. But I guess it's able to suck in so much air that it'll blow off now. I love the sound of it. When you step on the throttle, it makes that growling sound, and then when you finally get to peak boost and you let off the gas to shift, it blows off and it sounds insane. I absolutely recommend this product, but I also recommend doing the extra mods that I did to it. The K&N filter, the heater hose. Other than that, it's a great product and I love it. The install probably took about 5 hours, actually, lining everything up. Once that was done, lining everything up, it was really easy. You just had to tighten up the clamp and put the filter on. And also, what I did is, this front grill here was actually, it wasn't functional. It was just a flat grill that you couldn't really do anything with, but I cut slots out so you can get more flow to the air filter. You can kind of see the filter in there now. And also, another thing I did was I put a piece of plastic underneath the K&N filter so no water could splash up. I mean, it's a little bit of a guard, so that's not bad. That's something I also recommend doing. And you can see the K&N filter here. It puts it right pretty much at the bottom of the car. It takes the stock airbox from right behind the battery to underneath the car. I mean, it sucks in a lot more cold air. And I've actually noticed, since I cut these holes out in the vent, once I get about to highway speeds, the car will actually cool down a little bit because it's sucking in so much more cool air. And, well, that's about it, guys. We'll take it for a little test drive for a sound test, and I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, guys, here we go for a little bit of a sound test on the intake, like I promised. So after I put the intake on, I guess I started sucking in so much air through the intake that the intake was actually able to blow off like a blow-off valve. But this still has a stock diverter valve on it. I didn't do anything to that, no mods to that. The only thing I did was throw the intake on. And it's definitely based on boost, so however much boost I build, the louder the blow-off is. The GTI here builds about 13-14 pounds of boost, and it just blows off as soon as I let off the throttle. And it sounds amazing. I mean, for $72 for the initial buy of the intake, I can't say enough about that. That's insane. I'm at a stop sign here. Go one more test before I stop the video. So as you can hear, guys, that, you know, for $72 I put a cold air intake on this car. It sounds insane. Yeah, I did a little bit mods to it after that, but they were only for my preference. I mean, you don't really have to put the K&N filter on it. You don't have to buy the better hose for it. But I did it just because I wanted to last longer and stand the test of time. I mean, but all in all, I love the intake. I love the sound. And also, a lot of people say that you put the cold air intake on your car, that you gain power boosts, and a lot of people say you don't. Well, I mean, I noticed after I put the intake on it, I've only ever noticed a little power gain. Nothing too crazy, just a little bit. I mean, it's definitely a good mod, easy mod to put to your car for beginners. So I definitely recommend this product, and thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for watching.